everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about cold weather outfits for winter. In this video, I wanted to show you some ways that you can style some casual pieces in your wardrobe. And I'm a big fan of building capsule wardrobes, so I've built this whole video around the idea of a capsule wardrobe. So I started by building a capsule wardrobe based on a color scheme. So I selected 6 colors. I've got tan, navy blue, beige, white, soft pink, and a deep red. Then what I've done is I've gone and selected 12 pieces for my wardrobe that are relatively plain, so there's barely any pattern in my casual capsule wardrobe. I selected 5 tops, a soft pink knit, a white t-shirt, a blue and white striped top, a dark red crossover long sleeve top, and a off-white cream color jumper, which is the one I'm wearing in this video. I then selected 3 bottoms, which were a pair of blue high-waisted jeans, a white or cream kind of toned pair of flared jeans, which you could always substitute for just a light color pair of jeans. And then I've got a dark red midi skirt. I then chose 2 pieces of outerwear, one a navy blue long coat / cardigan, and then my classic trench coat that I featured in last week's video. Lastly, I added in 2 pairs of shoes, a brown pair of Chelsea boots, and a pair of navy blue and white sneakers. So for my first look, I paired my dark red midi skirt, a blue and white stripe, 3/4 sleeve top. I had a thermal top on underneath that, and I also had a pair of white sneakers with a bit of blue on the back and a really lovely big trench coat. I really like this outfit because it's something that I could wear out to grab a coffee, I could go and have lunch with someone, I could run errands in it, but if I needed to actually go out and do something that was a little bit more special, if I had to drop into work or run some errands, I could also wear this outfit. It's a really transitional, versatile outfit, and I think in your climate, if it's much colder, you could always swap out that skirt to a slightly thicker skirt and put some tights on or some stockings on underneath. For my next outfit, I wore a pair of high-waisted mid-wash blue cropped slim jeans with a pair of sneakers, which are the same sneakers from the capsule wardrobe, and they're the sneakers that I featured in a video recently, which I'll link below. I also then paired it with a soft pink knit and a long navy blue coat kind of cardigan piece. It's quite thick. And this was a great outfit just for running around town in. It's perfect that if I've been working from home and I needed to run out and run some errands, I don't feel like I'm going to be running into anyone I know and then feel like a dag if I see them. I think that's one of the biggest things for me is that I don't wear that many casual pieces, mainly because outside of the pandemic, I'm normally at work, and for me at work as a fashion stylist, I'm usually dressed up quite a bit and I'm usually wearing high heels. So for me, starting to wear things like sneakers a bit more often and wearing more kind of lower heeled pieces, as well as wearing my jeans a lot more, this is actually quite a change for me, and I've really been trying to get out of my comfort zone with this winter capsule wardrobe for myself, mainly because like I know I'm not going to be wearing my super worky pieces at the moment, and I still need to be going and doing things outside of the house, like going to the supermarket. I still have to go to some meetings every now and then. I'm having to go to studios still and check things out for when work resumes. For me, this capsule wardrobe was perfect for my current work situation, and I'm sure outside of the pandemic, it's going to change over time. But I've really found that these pieces, particularly because I followed a color scheme and because I didn't let too much print into my wardrobe, I found these pieces to be really versatile. For my last outfit, I wore this off-white cream knit that I'm currently wearing in the video. I wore the off-white flared high-waisted jeans with a tan belt to match in with my tan boots, and then I threw on my big trench coat over the top. And I really like just that simple kind of monochrome selection of colors. It's all very cream and white, and I found that to be really kind of pleasing, but it also felt really smart. You could do the same thing whether you have white or cream or not. You could do the same thing with different versions of blue. You could do it with different versions of grey for winter. And I mean, something that we all fall back on all the time is black. I think if you're going to do it all black though, maybe try and work in some texture somewhere so you don't feel a little bit too weighed down by all those dark colours. So I went ahead and put together a selection of outfits from those 12 pieces that I have at home, and I was able to come up with over 30 outfits. And as the season transitions back into warmer weather, which it will a little later in the year for us, I'm going to be able to make even more outfits out of it by removing jackets and not wearing as many thermals and things like that underneath my clothing. This for you might not be warm enough for your climate. So if you're from somewhere like the UK or in certain parts of America, or you might even be from some parts of Australia like Canberra, where it gets a little bit colder than what we get here in Sydney, you can always substitute some of these pieces for thicker items. And also, one thing that I do often use a lot with my wardrobe is thermals. So I might throw on a thermal top underneath. I might put on a pair of tights under my jeans. Sometimes I'll wear flesh tone stockings with skirts, just so that I'm nice and warm and I'm not feeling cold but looking good. I always want to make sure that I look good and I feel nice and warm. If you have any questions about building a capsule wardrobe, or you're wanting to build your own capsule wardrobe, let me know in the comments below. I've also created an entire course called the Capsule Plan, based on planning ahead for the next season that's coming and building a capsule wardrobe of your own, the way I would teach my clients to if we were together in real life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you next week. If you like this video, please subscribe, like the video, and comment below with any video ideas that you have that you want to see. I'm cooking up plenty more for you, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. See you then.